Okay, so I think with the activity cycles and fragment life cycles, that's about it. When we take the commands such as onCreate method. OnCreate methods are available in both life cycle methods, but additionally in fragment life cycle method, we have this onActivity created function also, which checks whether the activity has been initiated and only proceeds if the activity has been initiated. So the fragment is functioning based on the activities operations. So that also must be taken into consideration. So the life cycle of the fragment is different from the activity life cycle. So there are different two types of fragments also. So one type is known as static fragment, another type is known as dynamic fragment. So so these fragments are reusable portions of UI that lives inside an activity. So there could be multiple fragments that are inside a certain activity. So multiple fragments can be combined in one activity. And this will help to handle different devices and different screen sizes. So this will help to um reuse the common UI or the common interface of the user interface for many tasks. For right, so you can use a common UI and for different tasks. So the fragments have their own life cycle. Also, the fragments enable us to uh, handle different screen sizes and devices, which means that if there's a tab or something, we can have multiple fragments in them, right? For a tab, tabs, we can have multiple fragments in the same common screen. If we have a small font, we can have only one fragment in there. Depending on the space, you can divide the fragment and how the fragments appear in the screen. So for tabs and fonts, you can decide how the fragments can appear. So the fragments can be used to handle the screen surface and screen space, and fragments can be used to optimally utilize the space. Then fragments have their own life cycle. Uh, have their own life cycle, which is again similar to the activity life cycle. Activity life cycle, it is quite similar to the activity life cycle, but not the exact thing. There are two types of fragments. So before that, with regard to the life cycles, the fragment life cycle has commands such as um, methods such as on activity created, which is not available in the activity cycle. So this command is not available in the activity life cycle. So on activity created is a command that is available in the fragment life cycle and not in the activity life cycle. So although they are similar, some commands that are available in this fragment life cycle will not be there in the activity life cycle. Two types of fragments are there: static fragments and dynamic fragments. So the static fragments means their locations, their features, I mean, they remain static, right? So dynamic fragments means their location, their features will change dynamically. So most of the time, most popular one is the dynamic fragment, which can be handled by the activity uh, for for any task and control the fragment as required. So when we take applications which have fragments, the fragments will change dynamically. So their behavior, their location will be changed. Place there in the UI and those things will be changed dynamically if we have the dynamic fragments. Static fragments means we cannot change the features easily. Whereas in dynamic fragments, we can change the features such as their location in the screen and their activities that they are doing, like the methods that they are doing, can be changed as the user wants. So dynamic fragments are therefore more popular in terms of like it's because of its flexibility. So okay, so these fragments can be used to like make the application more attractive by adding different types of content into one screen, right? So the fragment enables us to add enables us to add different types of content in a more attractive manner, right? Different types of content using one screen. So different types of data we can show using one screen, and fragments can be used to do that. So that is basically related to fragments that I want to discuss with you. So these are some of the kind of the key points that I have discussed. So any questions so far? Any questions so far? Do you have any questions? So I will do the interactive class during this week's Friday, and during that class I will do some some activities related to Firebase, real-time update of data, and then reading and writing of data. So during that session, I will also inform you like what are the new or additional resources that I'm uploading into the LMS. So I will inform you regarding the new, like uh, like resources that I'm making you available. So please mark your attendance if possible. So if you have any questions, please let me know right now. So today I'm going to end the session by this point. Also, I will share the lecture note with you in the LMS. So thank you for participating.